Happy freaking Wednesday. That might have been the sweatiest parlay I gave you guys yesterday, but we got the job done. I got a couple picks for you today. I got a better banger. It's a 10x slip, and we're going to head over to Prizepicks. They have two YRFI NRFIs on the board that I really love. We're going to go ahead and lock those in, and then I also have a my top baseball parlay of the day for you guys. Let's talk some baseball. Spot where even if they're down like 2-0 on two fluky goals early, I feel like they're going to tilt the ice so much in the offensive zone that they'll find a way to win this game. They'll come back and win. They're going to be spending a majority of the time in the offensive zone. So give me the Carolina Hurricanes and the Pacers to win tonight. It's negative 133 as a parlay. So I put 2.65 units to win 2. That's how I roll these. And I feel really good about that. Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Keystone. I forgot to take that little ticker off down up there, but I usually don't like have my name. It's kind of blocking the better screen now, but that's okay. We'll let it roll this video. Guys, do me a favor. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit that sub button. We are absolutely keeping the momentum. You know, we haven't had a huge day, like a massive day. I did pretty well on the books on the UFC event, but we're knocking on the doorstep of just a big DFS day like we've had, you know, all throughout, you know, always, but really since the beginning of March. We've been just cruising, and I feel like we're just so due for like a monster day. I'm hoping today is going to be the day. I really like this better slip I sent you guys out. Now I have another one that added one more piece to it. Basically said it twice. Problem is it starts here in about an hour and 40 minutes. So, you know, I wasn't going to be able to get that out to you guys in time. So anyways, I told you guys Pacers, Hurricanes. Wow. I mean, did they just barely both squeak out victories, man? That was one of the sweatiest 2-unit wins I think I've ever seen. So congrats if you tell that. That is the play I gave you all for free yesterday. Now we hit this little, you know, they max limit you to $25 on these little boosts. So I set one up. This Reds game got canceled. I really thought they were going to win. I think they're going to win today. Great conditions for that game too, but we did turn a profit, almost a little over 3x our money on that, even with the void. So that was nice. I gave out some dabble plays last night on the winnable free plan, and we were right there. This kid Ramirez is, you know, he's been really hot, and he just had a bad game. You know, he didn't make a lot of contacts, didn't do anything, and it's unfortunate because I was debating between him and the next hitter in the order, which is the 3-hitter, and the 3-hitter, of course, went off. So you know. There's that, but Edwards got it done. It's just, you know, right there on the verge from a big one. We did hit this, and I mean, it's nice to get 5x, but I really feel like robbed because I really thought that this game was going to pop off yesterday. It was some of the best hitting conditions I've seen all season on paper. They've had a really good track record against McCullis. And that game, that's the one that starts about an hour and 40 minutes. But this definitely helped. It pretty much like made it an even day kind of pretty much on DFS. We did make some money on Sleeper, which was nice. This Hoskins had been really hot. Just didn't get the job done. He got a hit late, but that was it. A lot of slips that look just like that. And it looks like I actually forgot to send over the Sleeper plays. But we did hit 2 slips over on Sleeper, which was nice because that definitely turned a small profit. So let's go straight over to Prizepicks, and I'll tell you what, if we come look at the data here, I mean, guys, the YRFI in this Dodger game, 60%, and then Coors Field's 59%. I really like these two, like a ton. They didn't have the Yankee game on the board, but I would like that one as well. But what they do have is they have the Coors Field game. Even with Sell, I still am very confident the Braves will have a very strong chance of getting a run. And, you know, Sell hasn't exactly been lights out this year since, you know, his Cy Young season last year. So there's a chance the Rockies could contribute to this, but I really just want to back the Braves. You know, their front 4 hitters should be lined up for a very solid day here. We're going to trust the data. It's a 60% chance, basically. The other one is this Dodgers game. Cal Quantrill and Tony Gonsolin. Yeah, don't know much about this guy, to be honest with you, but I really like the chances of the Dodgers. Same thing here. They have a very long, good track record of, you know, all the guys, Betts, specifically the lefties like Freddie Freeman and Ohtani, who bat first and third. And then even guys like Hernandez had pretty good numbers against Cal Quantrill. So we're going to take the over here, and then we can peek to See if anything really standing out. This one wasn't up here. This PNC Park one, I don't know if I trust that one, to be honest with you. The data says yes, but I think Boyd's probably going to shut down Pittsburgh today. And Modunski's given up a lot of runs, but his career numbers against this Cubs roster, lineup, I should say, actually look pretty good. Emerson Hancock, I don't really trust him. And Anderson got rocked in his last start in the first inning. So I don't trust that one either. I think the smart thing to do today is just make this a little two pick. I will say this one right here, we could check this one out. I don't like doing three picks, though. I just don't. We're never going to do it. We'd have to find a fourth play. Steinbrenner Fields, where is that? So right here, it's like a pick 'em, right? But what I'll tell you is that I think that Rasmussen's going to pitch well today against the Royals. So I don't mind the less here if you wanted to add that on, but you got to find something else to play with it. Don't ever play Prizepicks five. It's just, the math is not there for it, guys. You need 6x or higher on a 3-pick or it's not worth it. So you could look into this. The rest of these, I just don't trust enough. If I was going to do another less, it'd probably be this one in the Texas game. I guess we could check that one. They have that at 52% over. So, if you look a little closer, let's go see how these two are pitching against each other. So lifetime, big plate appearances. So this is a huge sample size. Severino's kind of getting rocked, 275 average. And then Eovaldi, he's been good this year, only a 235 average. So I don't know. I mean, I think we're just going to roll this as a 2-pick today, guys. Now, Prizepicks limits me to $5 a play. This is really okay. Let's see here. Prizepicks is unavailable in your location. Well, you guys saw me set it yesterday. Okay, so let's I had to refresh the page, guys. So we're going to take the over in this game, and we're going to take the over in this game. And like I said, Prizepicks limits me to $5, so that's all we're able to throw down on this play. And there it did. It just needed to be refreshed. Okay. I also have a parlay for you guys, and then we'll get into that better banger slip that I really like. So yeah, so this is going to be the parlay I got today. Now, this new strategy I'm doing, I'm going to give you guys this free today. It did not hit yesterday, full transparency, but we did good on the books on my other plays. So we definitely turned a nice profit yesterday on the sports books. The problem with yesterday's slip was there was a like 3.5 or 4 hour rain delay. So every time I've literally seen a rain delay, these like hitters, they're just sitting around waiting. I don't know. They just always seem to come out flat. So not always, but most of the time is kind of what I gathered. But I feel really good about this little alts strategy today. So this is probably the one I didn't need to juice maybe this much, but I feel really good about this. So we're going to take the Dodgers over 4 runs. They've been destroying Miami. They've been getting to the bullpen. You could say, oh, this is a letdown spot because they've been piling on the runs. That might be true, but their lineup has such good numbers against Cal Quantrill that it really wouldn't shock me if they got 4 runs against him before the bullpen even was pulled into this game. So I do like the Dodgers. This is very obviously, these are all juiced at negative 375. And then the Yankees, Baltimore. I don't like either of these starting pitchers. The Yankees have been really destroying left-handed pitching, and Povich, he doesn't impress me. He's going to be in the next slip. And then on the other side, you got Carrasco, who I don't trust him either. The Yankees bullpen's, middle of the pack, maybe slightly better than that. So between the two of them and these two teams that have had success against these starters, I'd be shocked if they didn't find a way to combine for 6 runs. I just would be shocked. So Vegas would agree. It's a 6-1 favorite for that to happen. And then, yeah, so this Giants-Padres game, you got 2 pretty good starters. You got Landon Roop. You got Michael King, who's been excellent this season. He's got the good career numbers against the Padres or against the Giants too. And Petco Park, it's a pitcher-friendly park, and you have 2 really good bullpens too. The Padres have by far, in my opinion, they have the best bullpen in Major League Baseball. And then the Giants are probably a top 6, 7, 8 bullpen right now. They've been playing pretty damn well actually, and they got a really good closer. And on top of that, both these offenses have been in a slump. So I'm kind of seeing it like the most here, like a 4-2 type game at the absolute most. It wouldn't shock me if it was like a 3-1 type game, to be honest with you. So this was probably a little overkill, but it also has a little push potential baked in so that if that way it lands right on it, then and these two still hit, then we'll still get paid out some money. But the whole idea here is like, hey, look, if we can literally use this as a floor and risk, about $100 to $117 a day, a little over a unit, right around a unit to win a unit a day, and we can hit about 21 to 22 of these and so far I think I'm 4 of 6 on these, so we're right on pace for that. And I've been putting a lot of time and research into this play, believe it or not, to try to like really dig and like say, and like when you bring 3 teams into something, you need 3 different offenses to do something at this point. A lot of guys don't like betting like this, but the way that these sports books are allowing us to manipulate these alt lines, like the Dodgers team total is like set at like 5.5 today, not 3.5. We're just taking the alt total. So I think a powerful strategy a lot of times too is just grabbing the total. If you already like an under in something, just grab it and yank it way up. Like I like the under 7 runs in this game, so I added 3 to it. So like I said, we're going to test this out. I'm going to give you guys this one for free today, obviously. And so far 4 of 6 on these. Let's make it 5 of 7, and then let's bounce over to give you guys that better play. But real quick, I just wanted to let you guys know that this week pass right now, if you use promo code LOCK when you check out, it's going to take 75% off. So you're going to get this literally less than $25 for the entire week of picks. All my best stuff, DFS, Sportsbook. We got a UFC event on Saturday I'm really pumped about. They just announced that there's going to be one in Nashville too. So if you guys are in the Tennessee greater area, me and my buddy, we're planning on going. I think it's on like July 12th. So that's going to be freaking dope. Like being able to go to a UFC event at Bridgestone Arena and then literally walk down the street when it's over and party, till two something in the morning on Broadway Street. Yeah, trust me, if you've never been to Nashville, Tennessee, Broadway Street is one of the funnest places to hang out in America. If you like partying, if you like live music, and you like good food. So yeah, let's get. I'll see you guys on the VIP. There's so many people that have signed up in the last couple months. It's truly been insane, and they're profiting. And I get texts, I get thank yous on my other phone all the time. Even when we have like a bad night or something, no one freaks out because they trust the process that we're doing over here. When I showed you those close little winners and losers, well, when we hit one of those, it puts us way ahead. So let's get into that better banger that I got for you guys. So that's the play. But real quick, I just want to plug the app. This is where it's legal. And if you sign up with promo code Keith or the link below, guys, they literally have the coolest sign up offer in the game. So you imagine if you put $250 on this play and it cashed and you won 2,500. Or if it loses, then you get your money back. I mean, it's actually going to pay you more because it's win or lose. So I'll show you. So I set this and I have another one that has the same 4 guys, but I've added Gavin Lux. So if you want to do that, if you see this before that game starts, that's the one I did the quarter unit on. It's 25 to win like 5. It's like 22x. And then I ran this back because I can't flex it. So this is the play I got for you guys today. But if you signed up and you put 250 on this and it hits, that's going to be 2,500 plus the 250 from better. So 2,750. If it loses, well, at least you get your money back. But I mentioned how much I like Povich to kind of struggle today against the Yankees. They've been great against lefties. So for him to just get a push, he's done this push over, 1 short. So he's at least pushed this in 4 of his 5. And the Yankees against lefties are fucking kicking ass. Look at this, 278 on the season, a great BABIP. That's batting average with balls in play is what that means. Pretty solid, freaking 32% hard hit rate. And yeah, this is a guy that I want to attack today on the mound is Povich. So we have the runs over in the other play. We're just going to kind of trend off that, if you will. And then Cal Quantrill, same thing, right? We talked about the Dodgers team total. Now, there's something that really stuck out to me about Cal today. So I was looking at Matt Olson. I was looking at some Braves guys too. So if we look at his hits allowed, what do we need here? We need 5 to push on both of these and 6 to win. But if we come back, where was I? Where's the outlier? Here we go. So if we come look at this over 5.5, it's barely plus money, right? But his last 10 games, he's gone over this 60% of the time. Last five, he's gone over 60% of the time. This was a push, okay? So remember that, and he was one short. So it's a very similar setup here. This is also the last game of this series, I believe. So what I've noticed a lot of teams will do a lot of times, especially if he gets lit up early, they'll just let him stand there and eat some innings. So the longer he stays in, the more chances we have to hit this over. I don't see, if they go down 3-0 real quick, I just don't see them running to the bullpen to spell this guy. Like they're kind of a losing franchise anyways, that I don't really think is really seems to care that much about winning sometimes, but they do very questionable things, that organization. So I just imagine he's going to eat some innings here. Like that's what I think is probably likely. And if you look at the head-to-head last year, well, geez Louise, he went over this every single game against these Dodgers. Allowed 7 hits, 6 hits, 7 hits, 9. And we need 5 for a push and 6 for a win. So I like these two a lot. And then we're going to keep it going here. We like the Braves today. And let me show you guys something else real quick. If we come look at the ballpark factors, okay. So we have a big boost right here in Coors Field, homers, all that. But we're looking at the runs really. And then it's pretty neutral the rest of the way. Dodger Stadium has a little bit of a boost for homers. It looks like the wind is pointing out, but the run total isn't the greatest here. But anything that's within 10%, like on either side, I consider that kind of neutral, guys. It's not enough to really sway a game either way on average. So yeah, that's it's nice to see this Coors Field big booster though. We already have a lot of VIP plays set for that. And then the Yankees game, also pretty neutral. The wind is coming in a little bit, Oriole at Camden Yards, or whatever they call it now, Oriole Park. I'm old school. I like to call it Camden Yards. But yeah, nothing too crazy to scare us off here at all with our guys, our picks. So same thing though. This guy, he's supposed to be like their top prospect, but it just hasn't transpired yet. I mean, he's been out there getting shelled by the A's. The Padres, surprisingly, was his best start. Got shelled by the freaking Nationals and got shelled by the Royals, who are like offensively just hot garbage this year. 7 hits, 9 hits, 7 hits, and 3 hits. So he's gone over in 3 of 4. There's no head-to-head data, of course, because this kid's brand new. But starting at Coors against this Braves lineup, yeah, I like our chances here. If we look at it's pretty much even money, like negative 101 on the books to go over 5.5. And the Braves have actually improved a lot against right-handed pitching recently. So I don't know, guys. I really like this. The one downside, I suppose, is he's not getting deep into ball games innings-wise. But if you come look at the pitches, he's made it to the 90s a couple times. So it's kind of the same theory here. This is the last game of a series. Then the Braves are coming home to play the Dodgers. I might be going to one of those games, by the way. But yeah, the fact is, I think they're just going to let him eat some innings here. Even if he gets roughed up, even if he gives up 4 hits in the first inning, I just don't see him giving him the yank. I think he'll find his way to the 75 to 90 pitch range. So that's going to be the third pick. And then the last one is going to be Corbin Burnes. Now, this is probably, like, if I had to pick one of these that I felt the least secure about, it might be this one, just because this guy, he's been a good pitcher in the past. He's just struggled. But it is over 4.5. It is on, the negative 117 side of this. Now, you can see he's kind of a mixed bag here, right? If we go to 2025, he's only gone over this in 2 of 5 games. There's no head-to-head data, but for some reason, I'm not sure why, but I'm pretty sure that he's faced guys on here before. If we come back up here and look, so yeah, this Mets roster's definitely faced him. I don't know why Outlier doesn't have that. There's a huge sample size right here. You can see not a high walk rate. That's actually important. That means if they're going to get base runners, it's going to be via hits. Now, look at this lifetime batting average, 349, very high weighted on base average. And yeah, this is not a small sample size either. So you're talking a 350 batting average. You come look a little closer. Some of these guys have had a ton of success. So you have Lindor, who's batting 333, 6 for 18. You have Pete batting 400, 6 for 15. You have Nemo batting 400, 6 for 15. Even McNeil, who's been actually playing pretty well recently. Marte, Soto is 2 for 5. They've had a ton of success. Jesse Winker's batting 250. This is, I think this is going to be a tough spot for Burns. So I do think he's going to allow 5 hits in this game, guys. I really do. So like I said, if you can see this play, if you can get this play before the Reds game starts in an hour and 10 minutes, I have another slip. It's got Gavin Lux to get 2 bases. So it was a 22x slip. Just adding that one piece makes it 22 freaking x. You can dynamic it if you want for whatever it is, 12x. Flex it if you want. But that's the one where I put my quarter unit bet. So I got total in on this 0.35 units in to win a potential of like over $600. Sounds like a lot of upside, right? All right. So let's cash the slip. I'll see you guys on the VIP. And thanks for tuning in today. Let's win some bets.